So Sonic has been on a bit of a resurgence recently. First we had Sonic Mania, arguably the best 2D Sonic game ever made and a huge blast from the past. Then the Sonic movies came out and they were amazing. The movies are so full of character and energy and they're just fun for me to rewatch in my free time. And this resurgence hit its peak when Sonic Team released Sonic Frontiers, which I think is the best 3D Sonic game since Unleashed. It has its flaws, but god damn if it isn't an ambitious and fun game. It managed to firmly establish a new direction for Sonic as a franchise, and I was excited for what the Sonic team was going to do next with the Blue Blur. Cue to me finishing my video about Marsupilami Hub Adventure. In the video I said, "It made me wonder what other games I missed over the years. How many of them could have also had such a profound effect on me?" And believe it or not, I actually followed through with it. I started scouring the Steam store looking for the next game to play, and you can only imagine how my eyes lit up with excitement when I stumbled upon Sega's release of hold on, it's a new Sonic game? Wait, didn't Sonic Frontiers just come out? There's no way they could have made a new Sonic game this fast. Have they learned nothing from their past mistakes with rushing out mediocre games? So I opened the store page anyway and watched the announcement trailer. And the brave new direction for the Sonic franchise is, how do I say it? Sonic is f***ing dead! Welcome to The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, a murder mystery visual novel where you play as none other than the original character, Please Do Not Steal, and you help the colorful and unhinged cast of characters find out who made Sonic do a perfect Peter Griffin cosplay. To solve this murder mystery, you need to go to the various sections of the luxurious train you're on, collect clues, and interrogate each character based on what you've found. On your way to finding the murderer, you will meet such standout characters as Certified Best Boy, Edgy the Hedgy,
I must avenge Mario,
I'm 14 and this is deep, and my all-time favorite, Bad Depth Perception. Occasionally, your glorified self-insert will need to go through a tough thinking process by playing mobile games, or, well, one. It's just one game. But what a game it is! That's AAA gameplay right there. In reality, it's like those special stages in Sonic 2. It's pretty neat. The visuals of this game are wonderful. Each locale is a painting and the characters are super expressive and they got that raw style. It's backed up by writing that got me laughing at every other line of dialogue. Seriously, this game's hilarious. And of course, like with every murder mystery, nothing is ever as it seems. And I was definitely surprised by how faithful the writing is to the characters themselves. But despite all of that, the game is also extremely linear. There's no way to fail it, and that means it's mostly a glorified comic book in video game form. Somehow less linear than Forces though! I also have to mention that the soundtrack is amazing. In fact, it's so good that I just want to download all of it on my phone and listen to it in my free time. This OST oozes personality and adds to an overall well-rounded package. By the way, did I mention it's an April Fool's game? Yeah, Sega released this game for free as a joke. I'm not sure if I've seen something like this happen before. Well, at least in its appropriate season. So take everything I said about the game and it changes the perspective entirely. It feels more like a love letter to Sonic and his universe, as well as the community surrounding it. The game's full of references to small jokes people in the fandom would catch rather quickly. Even I got some of them, and I'm not in the Sonic community.
Tiramisu on a cold night with a warm coffee. There's no better combination.
And because of all of this, after finishing this game, I got to thinking about something that I believe is very important to say. And that is... yeah, it might sound crazy, but I really think that Sonic is finally making his comeback. And if you ask me, it's way overdue. Now, more than ever, it feels like Sonic Team is finally finding their footing with the IP. After what felt like decades of mistreatment towards Sonic, things are starting to come together again, and this game is the epitome of that newfound confidence. And it's not just this game. Like I said at the start of the video, Sonic really seems to be entering a renaissance era after decades of uncertainty and what the community refers to as the Dark Ages. I loved Frontiers. Sonic Prime looks great. The movie single-handedly revived the movie adaptation genre for games in a way that actually pays tribute to the source material, instead of twisting it and pushing out one soulless cash grab after another. That leads me into the way Sega and Sonic Team engage with the community. I feel like it'll be a massive understatement to say that they're arguably doing the best job at it out of all the major players in the gaming industry. Just think of all the different videos you've seen on YouTube. If you pay attention, you'll notice that the Sonic soundtrack forms the backbone of YouTube content. Sega is also really chill with fan works and they constantly interact with members of the community. Events like the Sonic Takeover on Twitter only drive this point further. It shows that everyone involved in the franchise rolls with the inside jokes and has a genuinely good time.
This question is from Real Shadow Fan 01. Shadow, will you marry me?
I'll marry them.
Seeing stuff like this is just sweet, and it makes me appreciate Sonic as an IP and all the people who make these games, shows, movies, and music possible. But I feel like what really makes Sonic shine in the modern day is... We've gotten to a point in the video where I'm going to say something that just needs to be said. The way the Sonic community has been treated is unfair, to say the least. For the longest time, they've been ridiculed for what? Enjoying a game franchise? Sharing their love for it with others? Expressing their creativity to the best of their abilities? Come on, it's ridiculous! I know that there have been some notorious cases in the past, but are we really gonna let them define an entire fandom? I don't think it's fair. Not to the people from the community, and definitely not to Sega and the Sonic team. I may be just an outsider looking in, but everyone I've interacted with from the Sonic fandom has been extremely chill, and I've seen people with unbelievable talent sharing their work that's nothing short of awe-inspiring. Even with the Sonic movie, the first trailer was so bad that the fandom and the internet at large stepped in with their ideas of how to fix Sonic's uncanny design. And whatever you might believe, it worked. It showed two things to me, that one, the people working on Sonic genuinely care about what they're working on, and two, people want nothing but the very best for the fella. All of this paints a picture that's vastly different from what the internet would make you think of the Sonic community. My experience with Sonic has been nothing but extremely positive, and I hope more people get the chance to actively express their appreciation for it. This brings me back to this game, this simple, silly April Fool's game that encapsulates everything that makes Sonic and the people working on this franchise special. I hope that this game marks the start of a brand new era for Sonic Team and the Blue Blur himself. If you're watching this video and thinking whether or not you should play this game, play it. Play it now. It's free. What are you waiting for? Download it and play it. Have fun with it. Go at it. Enjoy yourself. And as for Sega, thank you for making this game possible. I had a genuine blast, and I hope to see Sega and the Sonic community take this franchise to new heights. Never stop running, Sonic. It's just a little further until you reclaim your crown.